I'm Nick Kessler, and I teach shop.
And I'm Brian Fulmer, Nick's buddy and fellow teacher.
When summer comes, we drop the lesson plans and absorb what the open road has to offer.
We hit the highways and byways and drop in on some unexpectedly fantastic places to visit for great getaways.
And we do it in style, riding in my 1968 drop-top caddy.
Our assignment is to give you an inside look on the places we go and the people we meet.
No classroom rules here.
That's right. This is Road Trip Masters.
This week on Road Trip Masters, we're climbing in Caddy and taking her up to Rutland, Vermont.
It's located pretty much in the center of the state and is nestled in Vermont's Green Mountains.
But before we hop on the highway, Caddy needs a checkup and her Cooper tires need a quick rotation. And we're on our way.
Bruce, how's Caddy?
Oh, you're good. The brakes have been checked. The Cooper tires have been high-speed balanced.
Good to go, huh?
Yes, good to go.
Thank you, sir.
Brian, what do you know about Rutland?
It is an awesome ski and snowboarding town, but there's nothing to do there in the summertime. Is there?
Guess we're about to experience that firsthand. Yep. Downtown Rutland, where the creativity is exploding everywhere, especially in its shopping and restaurant districts. Local, independent, and unique, and complete with an opera house, this town's historic look, beauty, and charm surrounds you as we cruise down the main drag. But before we explore more, we needed to check in at the Red Clover Inn. This place is located just outside of town in Mendon. And what a beautiful place to relax and get away from it all. That's where I caught up with Carol to give me the skinny on the uniqueness of the rooms here at the inn.
From the view outside their windows, to the bedspreads, to the colors, to the amenities in the rooms, from the fireplaces, jacuzzi tubs, every single room is completely different.
Who are the people hanging on the walls?
These pictures just aren't anybody that you threw up there. These are actual family members, right?
Exactly. Ada, Lucy, Ben Flint, Fanny, they're all family members. In our downstairs, we have 3 dining rooms. We have our small breakfast room that we use occasionally for small office parties. Then we have our 2 dining rooms. One is a little bit more elegant. And then our larger tavern room with a stone fireplace, high beam ceilings, and our bar that overlooks the pond and the apple tree outside. We also have our living room, which is kind of the hub of the inn. None of the rooms in the inn have TVs, and so this is the only room with a TV. We encourage people to come down, pop popcorn, have a cookie, find out what activities going on around town, and send them on their way.
And then there's the inn's grounds.
And then we have one of the largest and oldest apple trees in the state of Vermont.
What do you mean?
Yep, she still bears fruit. She bears heirloom Pippin apples.
Do you know how old they targeted?
I do not know.
Oh, you know, there's only one way. We brought a chainsaw. We'll just take a small section out of it.
I don't know about that.
At the Red Clover Inn, it's all about location, location, location.
Almost across the street from us is the Long Trail and the Appalachian Trail. So if you wanted to go for a hike, you could always just hop on the trail and get some pretty awesome views.
Red Clover looks absolutely beautiful and
Thank you.
relaxing, peaceful, and a getaway that we desperately need right now here on Road Trip Masters.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
We're glad to have you.
All right.
Okay, we're checked in.
Checked in, I want to check out the great fare Rutland has to offer. There are many tables in Rutland, but the only one I'm interested in is table 24. What do you got for us?
Today we're going to make you people happy through food. And what we set out to do here at Table 24 was to kind of be that go-to place for people's special events, you know, their birthdays, their anniversaries, their celebrations. And we want to be the place that you know that you're going to come in and have a great time. You know, our industry is a little bit different than most in that you kind of want to bounce around a little bit respectfully, so you can kind of take different, you know, regions or different techniques, and you're not going to learn all that in one spot.
The wood fire grill gives the food at Table 24 a signature flair.
The wood's almost an extra ingredient, if you think of it that way. It's distinctive. It's its own animal. Once it starts going, you kind of want to protect the coal base that you got going on. And, you know, unlike a burner where you can turn it on and turn it off, once it's lit, it's on all day. And we have a little piece of garlic bread we're just going to lightly toast on the wood fire. We'll use that to top off the stew.
The grill is impressive. Is it something I can get from my house?
If you have $20,000 and a big footprint, no problem. It's about 2.5 tons, and it's a beast. Yeah, no question.
That's where chef-owner Steve dishes up a seafood stew, starting with the bouillabaisse.
Every region will have kind of their own indigenous seafood to it. So the base is kind of all the same flavors. So we have, onions and fennel and carrot, a little shrimp stock.
Beyond that amazing wood fire grill, Chef Steve knows the secret ingredient to his success.
We're fortunate to have people that are dedicated and care about what they're doing and care about the craft of cooking. And they're hospitalians. They want to make people happy. And so today we're going to use shrimp scallops and mussels.
First, Chef Steve carefully places the fresh sea scallops in the hot oil. Then he adds the jumbo shrimp. Take a spoonful of butter and begin to baste this seafood delight over and over and over again. Time for the mussels, and let the savory flavors marry themselves together. Top it with some fresh herbs, plate it in a bowl, and finish it with the house-made secret sauce.
And that's our seafood stew here at Table 24.
Hey, I think it's time to go out and do some sampling. Chef, thanks for having us.
Thanks very much for coming
All right.
in. We appreciate it.
I'm gonna start with those scallops. I was dying to eat them as soon as he threw them in the pan. Mussels, one of my favorites. Dip it a little in the sauce, mix everything together. Very rich taste, delicious. When in Rutland, Table 24 is a must stop. Cheers.
Coming up on Road Trip Masters, we go a zipping and a gliding
And a four-wheel ride.
when RTM returns.
Welcome back to Road Trip Masters. Hey Brian, remember when you said there was nothing to do in Rutland besides skiing?
I didn't say that. There's nothing to do there, nothing to do there, nothing to do there in the summertime. How'd you do that? Okay, Mr. Wizard, where are you taking me?
Brian, we're gonna kill a ton of adventure.
Huh?
At Killington Adventure Center.
Right on.
It's a little bit different than the amusement park model. You can just come and you don't need to have a ticket. You can be around and hang out with your family. We've got zip lining, a 4-story ropes course, a maze for the kids, basketball game. We really have something for everyone.
So we start things off slowly with the Soaring Eagle.
It's a seated zip line, so you sit in it, just a lap belt across, and then it pulls you back and lets you go, and you zoom down and come to a break at the bottom.
So then the guy tells us we might have too heavy of a combined weight, and stopping might be a problem.
I'm a little nervous about the weight because I had 2 guys go earlier and they got really close to hitting that, which doesn't end well.
So we told him our weight,
Be about 400-some pounds combined weight.
and he said we would be fine.
Yeah.
Should be good. It maxes out at 450. Yeah, you guys can go.
All right.
But you should be fine. And I had two adults who went earlier and they didn't hit it.
Were they 2 dudes?
Yeah, 2 bigger guys. Like, they weren't that big either, so, like, I was a little nervous, but
They were what?
they weren't that big, like,
They weren't as big as us?
they were about your size.
Oh, all right.
Jesus.
Hey, Ben, how high we go?
How high do you go? So you go up 100 feet.
Okay.
Up to the top of that pole.
All right, and then,
600 feet total
okay.
distance, and then you come about 30 miles per hour.
All right, sounds good.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm sending you. Here we go.
Yep. See you,
Would
buddy.
have felt a hell of a lot better if I didn't hear about the combined weight.
Well, I tell you what, you're exactly right. Wow! Whoa. Where the hell do you hang on here? I gotta be honest, I was caught a little off guard. Hi, this caught me off guard. I underestimated this.
That I didn't like. We took this ride for granted.
Yeah, when we got to the top, it literally felt like we were gonna fall right out of our seat.
Almost like that dream you have before you fall off a building.
Who told you about my dreams?
I didn't like going that backward.
No, not a first guy. Whoa, got my hat off. Woo. All right.
Story, now here we go. I think you slowed it down on purpose.
Whoa! Holy! Ooh, Jesus. Tell you what, I thought it was like a grandma type of ride. Yeah. So it's exciting going backwards was the exciting part.
Well, I felt like you were gonna fall forward. I wanted to grab a hold of you, Fulmer.
Yeah. That was pretty fun. I'll tell you what, that one caught me off guard.
I thought
it was like a granny ride, you know?
Pullback is the worst part, right?
That's what I said.
The pull bar.
thing is you're starting to fall forward and they're inching you up. Like Jesus, wait, I only got this lap.
And the guy set us up like pigeons. He says, hey, you know, we have a maximum weight level here, and I don't know if I can let you two guys go.
So next, it's the Beast Mountain Coaster.
Kind of like a roller coaster, except you're in your own cart and you're controlling your speed, so you can go as fast as you want, or you can go as slow as you want. So the lift will pull you up while you're sitting in the cart, and then once you get off, you're going to be sliding down. You'll reach about 15 miles an hour, but again, you can control your speed. So the name of the game is to hold the bars down and don't break it all if you can handle it.
I took the honors first. Up top, it wasn't that high, but I let the brakes fly. On my way down, picked up a ton of speed and the G-force. When I hit that corkscrew, I started to get dizzy. Felt lightheaded, but hey, I'm an athlete. I recovered quickly.
Huh, all I know is I heard you screaming.
Hey, that wasn't screaming. That was singing.
Let her fly through the trees. Ah, buddy!
So I handled the Beast Mountain Coaster like a champ. Hey,
Gotta go.
you and that FaceTime.
Hey, what can I say? I miss my family now, and I missed them then too.
What?
Let me show you. Okay, Daddy's going down the hill right now. You see it? I'm going down this. Yep. Here I go.
Whoa.
Noah, Daddy loves you.
Daddy,
Yeah.
I'm calling going fast.
I admit, the call went longer than I anticipated. You ready? Daddy's gonna go fast. Okay. I'm gonna try to hang on. You ready? Okay, here we go, buddy. Are you there? Okay, do you see? We're going down. Here we go. Yo! Yo! You see? Whoa! Yo! I'm FaceTiming! I'm having a hard time holding on with one hand. Whoa! Slow down. I like that sign. All right, did you see that? Hey, I gotta go, monkey. Hi, buddy. Holy cow! Got to push the thing down.
Pretty impressive grip, Fulmer, hanging on to the phone and all.
Stronger grip than even Horton the elephant.
Who?
Exactly.
When Road Trip Masters returns, it's no more lines and rails for us, just the open road.
Road? Who said anything about a road?
Don't go away, and if you do, buckle up. It's the law. So Brian finishes doing this crazy FaceTime thing with his family during the coaster ride. So we're ready to hit the open road. Brian.
Hey, I gotta go. All right, love it. Yeah, and we learned our ABCs about ATVs.
Lucky save.
I notice when you go to some like amusement parks, there's always that person that does the guess the weight, guess the height, guess the age. I want you to do guess the helmet size on Nick and I.
I might not hit on the first shot, but hopefully by the second.
All right.
Your head's bigger than it looks. How does that feel?
Feels perfect.
Snugging at you tight.
I like the colors. Feels great, Klaus. I almost feel like hugging you.
Klaus Weinetter explains the best gear for ATVing in BT.
Four-wheel drive low is the best gear for where we're going because in four-wheel drive low you can nail it and go, and at the same time you can back off and get engine braking, which is really nice when you're going into water bars. So sometimes it sounds a little bit like this. Something like that. All right?
Amazing. So let's roll.
Right, take this puppy for a little spin.
Tell you what, Klaus, I got some mountain dirt in my mouth and it's like, ugh, all gritty.
You don't like to eat mountain dirt?
sorry I'm a little late, but I was following the lady in front of me with the blonde hair,
Oh, that's
driving
ridiculous.
like a granny.
I
Come
thought
on.
I was worried I was never going to see you again.
We're at the top of this mountain. You got us up
Yeah,
here.
you got up to the top of the mountain. You got a beautiful view of New Hampshire on a clear day. After we leave here, we're going to be heading downhill, finding some muddy terrain, and making our way over to the track.
All right, let's get it done. Did you know the only way to ride ATVs or snowmobiles on Killington Mountain is through Klaus and ATV Vermont? In fact, the state of Vermont has over 4,000 miles of snowmobile trails. What about ATV trails? Well, the number of miles is unknown because new trails open up every year. One thing's for certain, we had a blast.
You know, Nick, I've been ATVing before, but never on trails like that.
You're not kidding. Did you have enough riding for one day?
Oh, yeah.
Well, let me take you to a special place that puts Rutland, Vermont right at the core of our nation's capital.
You mean Washington, D.C.?
Uh-huh.
All right, show me the way.
Linking historical, artistic, and cultural traditions and connecting the past with the present.
Nick, do you know Rutland has a bridge made out of marble?
Not only a bridge, Brian, but a church completely built from solid marble. Even their fire station is made up of, you guessed it, marble. So we arrived at Marble Central, the Vermont Marble Museum, where traditional and modern techniques are still being used today to create masterpieces while still upholding the great traditions of the past in this area, including our military. That's where we met Linda to quarry deeper into this museum.
Well, let's start with the Hall of Presidents.
All right, Hall of Presidents. And so all the base marble that I'm looking at, what can you tell me about that? What type of marble is that?
All the base marble is Danby white, and the column in the middle is Champlain black from Grand Isle, Vermont.
Wow. It's so pure and clear, you just don't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. Brian, did you know that Vermont marble was used in the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, Jefferson Memorial, and the Supreme Court building? In fact, 41 buildings in our nation's capital were built using Vermont marble.
Oh, I'm floored.
Hey, and so are they with Vermont marble.
Got me.
Let's go see Alan Dwight. He's our in-house sculptor. He's been here for 38 years, and he's a joy to talk with.
38 years? Brian, I was 10.
I was 4.
Let's go, this guy got some experience.
I can't believe the marble's density.
And the carving process is so meticulous.
The weight of this is...
Yeah, it's about 180 pounds per cubic foot, so this would go about almost 200 pounds. This is, yeah.
Ooh, that's incredible.
Then we use calipers, we use files for the finishing, sandpaper with water.
Right.
And then basically we buff it up with an aluminum oxide powder.
You're a wood guy.
You know
right?
how wood is.
You're a marble man. I would like to see you try this.
I'll probably destroy
Yeah,
this.
here, you
Break
want to
this.
try it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
No, hardly any pressure. Let the chisel do the work. As I kept doing this, it reminded me of Klaus. Get this, while we're at the museum doing our show, a local news reporter comes by to interview us for her show. Do you want me to look at you or the camera?
The camera's fine.
Or do I look at you?
You can actually look at me, I'll stand over.
Okay. We originally started this about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, with a local regional show called The Steel.
It's a show within a show.
I know, but I had to tell Alan it was time to go. From one shop teacher to another.
No, get out of here before you get too good at it. I don't want to
When Road Trip Masters returns, we jazz it up in the Killington Valley.
But not before leaving our mark on the local airwaves.
Don't go away.
So if you recall, we were at the Marble Museum shooting our show when a local news reporter showed up to interview us for her show. I gotta say, I didn't expect that.
Yeah, that was one newscast we were not gonna miss.
The Rutland region is getting its 15 minutes of fame.
There we go.
6, Taylor Young found out how the area is being featured on a travel show.
We want to be spontaneous and capture everything as a tourist would see it.
Nick Kessler is a host for Road Trip Masters, and Rutland is on their roadmap for Season 2. The show started in 2011 as a local showcasing of the crew's hometown region in Pennsylvania. By 2016, the segment was picked up by Discovery Communications, crew shoots half-hour segments on small towns across the country.
Props like that, we jazzed out.
Rutland style.
So it was back to the Red Clover Inn for some Thursday night jazz. Our job here in Rutland is complete, and we couldn't ask for a more peaceful setting to catch a little downtime before our trek home and prepare for our next road trip. Oh, and what about the caddy? She traveled over 669 miles, used 55.75 gallons of fuel, costing us $166.69. Well, Brian, another successful road trip in the books. And for the people of Rutland, Vermont, we can't thank you enough. And thank you for your hospitality. Till next time, I'm Nick Kessler.
And I'm Brian Fulmer. Stay curious, my friends.
Safe travels.